over there. All right, so I'll just show you. If you look over here, let us suppose there is this. This is the mouth area. So from the mouth area, you will realize that there is present two ducts. And what are these ducts? These are basically salivary ducts. Now, if there is a salivary duct, remember there must be salivary gland also. So over here, we talk about this salivary gland. Now let me draw the salivary gland like this. So this is the salivary gland. Now from here, the duct is going to continue down to form the pharynx, and after that, it is going to form the crop. Okay, it is going to form the crop like this. And after this crop ends, wherever this crop is going to end, over there in that area only, you will find that there are a few blind-ended tubules present. Okay, these are some blind-ended tubules present, and not only that, this entire area is a little bit muscular in nature. Okay, this entire area is a little bit muscular in nature. So what is this muscular area? See, this area, this area, this is called as the crop. Okay, and this muscular area, their job is grinding. How can a muscle help in grinding? It's a very simple thing. Those of you who have never, ever, 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 ever seen ganne ka juice, okay, sugarcane or akhir ros, please put it up on chat that you have never seen it. Otherwise, I guess rest everybody has seen how they take out the entire juice from ganna. So I guess everybody can understand what I'm talking about, isn't it? Are you getting, yes or no? So okay, okay. So over here, you will see that whenever we talk about these, the grinding structure, it is called as gizzard. Gizzard, not lizard. It is gizzard. Okay, Gizzard. Understood? Now, over here, you will see that these blind-ended tubules that I have shown over here, I have shown only 1, 2, 3, 4, but actually there are 6 to 8 such tubules present. So these tubules, so I can draw a few more. All right. So these tubules, these 6 to 8 tubules, they are called as hepatic caecae. Why, Bitan, you can understand? Okay, fine. Yeah, I got it. See, I'll tell you. You ask me, I will tell you, but you will write. I usually do not do spoon feeding with at least the crash course people. This area is the crop. This area is gizzard. This is crop, C-R-O-P, fasal, crop. This is that crop. This black area is the gizzard. Now you got it, Bitan? And the green colored blind-ended tubules which are present, they are called as the hepatic caecae. Yes, Viparna. So everybody remember that the prime function of crop is storage of food. Okay, just like I said that gizzard helps in grinding, in the same way, remember crop helps in storage of food. So can you tell me crop is similar to which organ of our body? Anybody has any particular idea? It is similar to which? Okay, great. Bitan has given a wrong answer. Let's see. Okay. Rest of the people are giving correct answer. Okay, good. So you see, Bitan, with the help of or if we talk about storage organ, it is basically our stomach. Okay, our stomach is the storage organ. Intestine doesn't store anything. Stomach has got approximately a 3 to 5 liter of capacity to store. All right. So everybody must remember that crop is similar to that of stomach. Even gizzard's activity, the activity that gizzard performs, even that activity is also performed by stomach. Do you know that? It is called as in human body. The word that we use is churning. Okay, the word that we use. Are you accustomed with the word churning? CHURNING, churning. Okay, so in humans, the stomach itself helps in churning of food. But for cockroach, they have a special separate organ for this activity. Anyways, and then hepatic CK does almost the same job that liver does for us. Okay, so that is the main job of hepatic CK. So let's proceed ahead. Then now after this, I will draw this area. You will see this area. This area is an area which is basically the intestine part. Okay, this part is part of their intestine. Now, when we talk about this intestine, okay, fine. First, let's understand all these things, then I'll tell you the details. So this is sort of their intestine part, and here there is another constriction present before it enlarges to form rectum. There is another constriction present, and in this constriction, there are filamentous structures present. Okay, there are 16 to 18 filamentous structures present over here. Over here, remember, they were not filamentous, they were blind-ended tubules. Okay, these were blind-ended tubules, but these are filamentous structures. All right, and these are called as Malpighian tubules. Okay, these are called as these are called as Malpighian. Okay, I guess everybody is getting my super cute, beautiful handwriting. Malpighian, Malpighian tubules. Okay, these help in actually excretion. Now, after this, you can see it comes out to form the rectum. So I guess everybody is getting it that this is basically the cockroach. If I make an approach in making it, so this is going to be your cockroach. So remember, where is the mouth? Mouth lies in this area, isn't it? This is the area where the mouth is present. So can I say, listen to this very carefully. Can I say that this area is the foregut? Okay, this entire area is the foregut. Can I say that? Are it tail? Yes, no, something. Yes. So remember, foregut is also called as stomodium. Okay, this is stomodium. And can I say in the same way, this as the midgut? So yes, on Nessa, midgut is called as mesenteron. Mesenteron. And finally, there is a hindgut present. Okay, so this area is the hindgut. So yes, on Nessa, what do we call hindgut? It is called as proctodium. Okay, it is called as proctodium. All right. So these are the few details that you needed in digestive system. Respiratory system doesn't need any of these things. Okay, the spelling is proctadium or proctadium, but we actually pronounce it as proctodium. But you can call it proctadium or proctadium as well. It's A. Okay. So as far as the respiratory system is concerned, just remember that these cockroaches, they have 10 pairs. Okay, I'll write over here 10 pairs. That means 20 spiracles. What are spiracle? Spiracle is something which does miracles. Spiracles are apertures which are present along the lateral wall of the body. Okay, so if this is the cockroach, suppose, yes, Pitrina, midgut and this mesenteron are same. So if this is the cockroach, you will see that here on the side there will be holes present. Okay, here there are holes present on either side, on both the sides. How many? 10 on each side. So 10 on right side, 10 on left side. They are called as spiracle. So what is it for? Spiracle is for entry of water, sorry, air. Okay, entry of air. And then this air enters through the spiracle and enters into a distributory system. Okay, like over here in this area, there are multiple channels present in this area. Okay, in this area, there will be multiple channels present. Those channels are called as trachea. Okay, trachea, and that trachea helps in a distribution of that air. Okay, whatever gas is taken up through the spiracle, trachea helps in distribution of the air. Okay, no, Annesha, respiration is not done by this. Okay, they help in respiration, but actually their job is to take up the gas and distribute it. Respiration mainly occur, Annesha, in the cellular level. So from the trachea, there are present tracheole, and tracheole takes the gas inside the tissues. Okay, so technically it is tracheole which will be primarily helpful. Okay, but if you talk generally, then you are also right. But if you talk very specifically, then I think this is more better. Tracheole takes these gases. Okay, Ananya is asking, sir, they have no nose. The answer is no. So many no in this discussion. Sir, there are no nose. And the answer is also no. They don't have nose. Have you ever seen a cockroach sniffing around that way? So, anyways, so you see, there are spiracles. From spiracles, air gets into trachea. From trachea, it gets into tracheole. So, this is what you need to know in the as far as the respiration is concerned. For circulation, what you must know, that is, if there is a cockroach which looks somewhat like this, okay, there is a cockroach which looks somewhat like this. So remember that from here, there are present, from the anterior to posterior side, there are present 13 chambered heart. Okay, so they have 13 chambered tubular heart. It's looking like a tube after all. So there will be, I'm not drawing all of them because nowadays the entire world is moving on time and space, and time is and space both are important for me. So remember, there are 13 chambered heart present. Treponema tracheoles carry the gases to the tissues, I said. From the trachea, tracheoles carry the gases to the tissues. Understood? Treponema. Annesha is asking that do they have closed circulation? Of course not. They have open circulation. So over here, you will yourself understand. Hold on with the question paper. You will yourself understand. You will see that over here, these are the heart, and they are going to pump hemolymph. Always remember, they don't have blood. They have hemolymph. They always push the blood anteriorly. They will always push the blood forward. Okay. For the timing, here there is a lot of discussion, but we don't have so much time. So for the timing, just remember that here they have something called as Alary muscle. Okay, here there are Alary muscle, and contraction and relaxation of the Alary muscles present helps in pumping of the blood. Okay, the contraction and relaxation of the Alary muscles help in pumping of the blood. We don't call blood again, it is hemolymph. The space, okay, spelling Bitan of hemolymph. Okay, hemolymph is this. Okay, Alary. Okay, Alary is salary without S. Easy. All right. So over here, you will observe that this hemolymph is being pumped out. But then I told Anneshwa just now that they have got a open circulatory system. Open circulatory system bole to they do not have any such vessels, any such capillaries, nothing like that are present over there. So uh, over there, this blood fully enters inside this space. Like imagine this is the cockroach, isn't it? Suppose this is the cockroach. So the entire blood passes in this space, in this entire space. So this space in which this hemolymph is present is called as hemocoel. Is called as hemocoel. Understood, Pritirna? So this is called as okay. This is called as hemocoel. All right. So for the time being, this is what you must remember for the for this circulatory system of cockroach. Another thing that you can remember, which word is they? Which word you want me to write? That is written. See, look already. खाना ढूंढ रहे हो, खाना परोसा गया है already. Okay, so हाँ. Yes, Bitan. So from heart to hemocoel, from hemocoel to heart. Yes, that's the circulation going on. All right. So after this, when it comes up for excretion, remember that it is the Malpighian tubules present. And good news is I have already shown you the location of Malpighian tubules uh, when we were discussing digestive system. Okay, Malpighian tubules we discussed in digestive system, so we won't discuss about it. Acha, Sumaya is asking something. Is the heart not parallelly located to the mid-axis of the body? It is present along the mid-axis of the body. Why will it be parallel to it? It is present along the mid-axis of the body, dorsally. So, are you? I think you are thinking this to be. Look over here. Everybody, listen. This orientation. Imagine on the floor, there is a cockroach crawling. Okay. Now what you do is you take a knife and you slice it in the form of a sandwich, so that you get two parts of sandwich. So you take the upper part and you throw it away, and then you will be able to see it. Are you getting the view? Everybody understanding the vision? How we have chopped it? But look over here, Sumaya primarily. This is not the same orientation. Okay, this is not the same orientation. Here the cockroach was walking. Okay, let's say the foot of cockroach was here. Cockroach was walking, and you took a axe, of course not the deodorant wala, the non-deodorant axe, and you chopped it, dividing the cockroach's body into two halves. Now you understood? So basically, this is dorsal, this is ventral. Now, Sumaya, you understand? Okay, okay. Uh, Samira is asking, do we need to know the composition of hemolymph? Not at all, Samira. What you may know as far as hemolymph is concerned is that they have a pigment, hemocyanin. Hemocyanin pigment is present in their hemolymph. If you want to know about composition, this is at max what you need to know. Nothing else. Even this is also not always required. But so since you asked, so this you may know. Rest, so nothing. All right. So now can I proceed? Okay, so next important thing that we will discuss, that is the reproductive system. So as far as the reproductive system is concerned, what we will do is we have to talk about the male reproductive and the female reproductive system. So here, let's say we will focus on the abdominal segment of the abdominal part of the cockroach. So this is the abdominal part of the cockroach for the male, and this is for the female. Now, you will observe that over here, if we talk about the male first, in males, you will see that it begins from the sixth segment, but in case of females, it begins from as early as fourth segment. Okay, like here it is 6 to 8 segments, here it is 2 to 4 segments. So female wala thing, the female wala reproductive organ, it starts from much earlier segments of abdomen. So when we talk about the males, remember here there are present tubular testes. Okay, here there are present tubular testes, and over here comes up the vas deferens. Okay, here enters the vas deferens, and these vas deferens, they enter into a very beautiful gland which is called as the phallic gland or mushroom gland. It contains large number of tubules. Some are short tubules, some are long tubules. So this is full of tubule. So some short tubule, some long tubules again. So it is called as mushroom gland. This everybody knows. Mushroom, you have heard. So this testis connects through the vas deferens till the mushroom gland or phallic gland. And on top of it, over here, there is present another gland, and this is called as the conglobate gland. Before Bitan asks, I will write it. It is worth writing. Conglobate. Okay, it is conglobate gland. And from here comes up the seminal vesicle. This area is the seminal vesicle. Okay, you can see it looks like one piece of roshun. Okay, so this is basically seminal vesicle, from where you will see the duct opens into the cloaca. So the duct opens into this cloaca. So this simple structure is the male genital structure. Now, as far as the females are concerned, so from the second to fourth segment, game begins over there. So over there, what you will see? You will see jhadu. Okay, it's like this. How many? 6 to 8 on either side. Okay, so can you see broomsticks? Broom? Yes, Bitan. So basically, don't call jhadu. That was a joke. Actually, these are ovariole. So remember, 6 to 8 ovariole forms ovary, and these ovarioles, they are tied over here. They're connected over here to the ovarian ligament. This ovarian ligament is holding all of them together. It is just like that. Suppose we talk about, say, Bitan keeps long hair. Suppose, okay, maybe because of lockdown, no barber shop present open, or maybe Bitan wants to become a guitarist. Okay, or maybe we talk about any female. So you will see that the hairs are mainly, if they are long, they can just go scattered. So some we use, what do they use? We use rubber band. Okay, acha, Bitan likes long hair. Okay, so you use a rubber band to tie it, isn't it? So imagine that here also this is that rubber band. Okay, ovarian ligament. So it is just holding those ovarioles together. Now all these ovarioles, they give rise to the oviduct. Okay, they give rise to the oviduct over here, and this opens up into the genital chamber. Okay, this opens up to the genital chamber, and here there is a bag present which is called as spermatheca. This is the place where they store sperm. Okay, so the red colored structure is called as spermatheca, and this is the place where they will store sperm. All right. Uh, okay. No, Bitan. Bitan was focused on the hair. Yellow ones are not ovaries. 6 to 8 ovarioles that you can see, the green colored thing, that is the ovary. Yellow colored thing is the ovarian ligament. So I guess everybody got this. Shall we proceed ahead or not? All right. So I think that's enough for cockroach discussion. Okay, Devotip is raising hand. Devotip, do you have a query or it's by mistake? If it's by mistake, lower it. Otherwise, I'll be back to you after a while. So just remember one thing, that male cockroaches, they release a large number of sperms in the form of a ball. Okay, there is a ball. Okay, this is a ball, suppose, and this is contributed by seminal vesicle. Okay, this is contributed by the this conglobate gland. Okay, and this is contributed by the long tubules. Okay, long tubules, conglobate gland, and seminal vesicle. These three things make up the covering, and inside it is present large number of sperms, and this thing is called as spermatophore. Spermatophore. Okay, it is called as spermatophore. Done. And remember, in the same way, for the females, the eggs, they are released, of course, but remember that here there are present in this way some glands. These are not decorations I'm making. These are some glands, and these glands are called as collateral glands. Collateral gland. So collateral gland helps in gluing all the gametes together.
What is the function of spermatheca?
Uh, cannot hear you. Can you repeat?
What is the function of spermatheca?
Okay, spermatheca. See, normally what happens is, so you put yourself on mute and explain. Put the mute. See, actually, these types of animals like arthropods, what happens is, there is another arthropod you can talk about. They do it a lot, like honeybees. Okay, over there, what do they do? The females are not so much cordial. Okay, no offense, but females are not very much cordial towards the males. So what do they do? They believe in stealing the sperm from the male. Okay, like honeybees, so keep the drones in their colony. They feed them. They do everything for them only for sperm, nothing else. एक बार sperm मिल गया, after that भाड़ में जाओ. Okay, that type of things they do. But for cockroach also, it is not so pathetic, but the technique is same. They take the sperms and they store it in some place. So this is the place where they will store sperm. Okay. So when breeding season will come up, when there will be eggs coming out from here, then what will happen? They are going to put one sperm from here and one egg from here, and here fertilization is going to take place. Now understood? Who asked this question? Acha, yes, Natasha. Okay. So you see that whenever the baby that is formed, that is called as nymph. The baby that is formed, that is called as nymph. What everybody must remember, that nymph undergoes 13 moltings. Nymph undergoes 13 moltings Okay, 13 moltings before developing into the adult. Sushobhan, molting is, have you ever seen that a snake gives off its scales? Have you seen that? So that is called as molting. Okay. Triparna is asking what's the external genitalia in male cockroach. External genitalia in both male and female is cloaca. CLOACA, cloaca. Got it, Triparna? And Sushobhan, I guess you have got the other answer also. The female stores sperms in spermatheca. And Debodip also, I guess you have got your answer. Function of conglobate gland. So spermatophore. Red one, Tisha, is called as spermatheca. Okay, Tisha? Spermatheca. THECA. Sperma, THECA. Acha. Then Onnesha is asking, sir, the differentiating feature between male and female cockroaches, anal style. Yeah, yes, of course, anal style. And why only anal style? There was titillator also, there was pseudopenis also. Isn't it, Onnesha? As I'm telling, okay, Tisha understood. Rest of the people, you got it. Ananya, collateral gland, it helps in maintenance of the reproductive duct of the female cockroach. Okay. So the people whom I'm answering, you have understood. Sushobhan, Triparna, Onnesha, Devodip. Okay, fine. So cockroach phala funda is clear to you? General anatomical structures, okay, morphology, whatever you call it, and physiology. Understood? All right. So can we move on to, can we leave animals behind and move on to the human discussion? Because our next topic is going to be, we start with the humans only, henceforth, and we will start with sort of the